Hey everyone, it's me, Nisi. Wanted to read to you this afternoon a portion of the Secret Book of John from the Nag Hammadi Text, which is a Gnostic text. I had posted a section of the Secret Book of John yesterday, and I had someone comment about it, so I thought I would read the preface, and then I'll try to do a screenshot and share it to our Facebook group. And just to my regular page of my family and friends. But I wanted to share this with you because it gives an outline of what we know as, or description or explanation of what we would like to think is God, or what we feel or what we think is God as being a man sitting up in heaven on a throne with long hair, a long beard, heaven with streets of gold. That is not what the Creator is. That is not what the Creator of all is, the One. And this chapter discusses or explains. So I just want to read this to you. It says, the Secret Book of John, the teaching of the Savior. The teaching of the Savior and the revelation of the mysteries and the things hidden in silence, things he taught his disciple John. And it says, the revealer appears to John. One day when John, the brother of James, who are the sons of Zebedee, went up to the temple, it happened that a Pharisee named Ananias came up to him and said to him, where is your teacher, whom you followed? I said to him, he has returned to the place he came from. The Pharisee said to me, this Nazarene, really has deceived you, filled your ears with lies, closed your minds, and turned you from the traditions of your ancestors. When I, John, heard this, I turned away from the temple and went to the mountainous and barren place. I was distressed within and asked how the Savior was chosen. Why was he sent into the world by his Father? Who is his Father who sent him? To what kind of eternal realm shall we go? And why did he tell us when he spoke? When did he tell, and why did he tell us when he spoke? And that this eternal realm to which we go is modeled after the incorruptible realm. But he did not teach us what kind of aeon that one is. And so then the next part says, at the moment I was thinking about this, look, the heavens opened. All creation under heaven lit up, and the world shook. I was afraid, and look, I saw within the light someone standing by me. As I was looking, it seemed to be an elderly person. Again, it changed its appearance to be a youth. Not that there were several figures before me, rather there was one figure with several forms within the light. These forms were visible through each other, and the figure had three forms. The figure said to me, John, John, why are you doubting? Why are you afraid? Aren't you familiar with this figure? Then do not be faint-hearted. I am with you always. I am the Father. I am the Mother. I am the child. I am the incorruptible and the undefiled one. Now I have come to teach you what is, what was, and what is going to come, that you may understand what is invisible and is visible, and to teach you about the unshakable generation of the perfect human. So now lift up your head, that you may hear the things I shall tell you today, and that ye may realize them to your spiritual friends who are from the unshakable generation of the perfect human. And then it says, the section that says the one, which is the part that I had posted. It says, I asked if I might understand this, and it said to me, the one is a sovereign that has nothing over it. It is God and parent, Father of all, the invisible one that is over the all, that is incorruptible, that is pure light, at which no eye can gaze. The one is the invisible spirit. We should not think of it as God or like a God, for it is greater than a God, because it has nothing over it and no Lord above it. It does not exist within anything inferior to it, since everything exists within it. For it is established itself. It is eternal, since it does not need anything, for it is absolutely complete. It has never lacked anything in order to be completed by it. Rather, it is always absolutely complete in light. The one is illimitable, since there is nothing before it to limit it. Unfathomable, since there is nothing before it to fathom it. Immeasurable, since there was nothing before it to measure it. Invisible, since nothing has seen it. Eternal, since it exists eternally. Unutterable, since nothing could comprehend it to utter it. Unnameable, since there is nothing before it to give it a name. The one is the immeasurable light, pure, holy, immaculate. It is unutterable and is perfect in incorruptibility. Not that it is just perfection or blessedness or divinity. It is much greater. The one is not corporeal and it is incorporeal. The one is not large and it is not small. It is impossible to say how much it is, what kind it is, for no one can understand it. The one is not among the things that exist, but it is much greater. Not that it is greater, rather at it is in itself. It is not a part of the aeons or time. For whatever is part of a realm was once prepared by another. Time was not allotted to it. Since it receives nothing from anyone, what would be received would be alone. The one who is first does not need to receive anything from another. It beholds itself, its light. The one is majestic and has immeasurable purity. The one is a realm that gives a realm life that gives life. Let me repeat that one more time. The one is a realm that gives a realm life that gives light. A blessed one that gives blessedness, knowledge that gives knowledge, a good one that gives goodness, mercy gives mercy and redemption, grace that gives grace. Not that the one possesses this, rather the one gives immeasurable and incomprehensible light. What shall I tell you about it? Its eternal realm is incorruptible, at peace, dwelling in silence, at rest before everything. It is the head of all realms, and it is the one who sustains them all through its goodness. We would not know what is infallible. We would not understand what is immeasurable, were it not for the one who has come from the Father. This is the one who has told these things to us alone. And that is that section that I wanted to reemphasize and read it. I will take a screenshot and post it. The next session comes into where it says Babel appears, and then it goes on. And the secret book of John is probably about, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 pages, so I'm not going to read it all. But I just wanted to read that portion to you because, I just wanted to share that with you all because I know that there are some of us out there, I'm not going to name any names, but there are some of you out there thinking that God is a man. God is human. I don't even like to use the word God anymore. I'm going to try to eliminate that from my vocabulary because that's what I've been programmed to say. That's what I've been taught. That's what I've been indoctrinated to. And I'm just going to simply say this, and I'm going to cut this video short. You can't put a name on that. We call it God with an uppercase G, but it's universal consciousness. It's universal spirit. I just say the one, the creator of all. I don't like to use the word God because I think we're humanizing what we do not understand, because I really don't think our minds are capable to really understand what the creator of all is. Because when you look at pictures out in the galaxy and you see the stars and the sun and the moon and you see this planet, we have no idea what the creator really is. And I think these words kind of put it best to kind of explain, because I think when I see these feeds on Facebook, I say, I see these things that say, oh, the creator is this, or God is this, our Father in heaven is this and this and this. We're humanizing God. We're humanizing the creator of all. And that should not be, because it is not a man or a woman. It encompasses everything, because we are fractal pieces of the infinite one. I hope that makes sense. Not trying to be technical. I just wanted to share that with you all. We have a problem with trying to humanize the creator of all. And I think that's been taught and interpreted by what we've been taught by scripturally from the Pharisees, from the ones who say they are in control, the churches. So I just wanted to share that with you all. If you have time, I'd say pick up the Nag Hammadi scriptures and read them. Really, the Gnostic texts. And don't just stop at this. Read all of them. Read all of the texts. Don't just stop at the Hebrew Bible, because there are a lot of things that we've been taught that aren't true. And I don't want to say not true. There are a lot of things that we've been taught. We have a understanding of one way, but really and truly, if you are initiated into these things, then you will understand that everything is in symbolism and things are in allegory. And we're taking things literally when we shouldn't be. But because that's what we've been taught by the deceivers, by the Pharisees, by the ones who are in power in these positions, preaching and teaching when they don't really know what they're teaching, really and truly. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for joining me. You guys have a good night. I love you.